This is the Giants Postcast, your instant game reaction for the San Francisco Giants, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Yo, what's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Locked On Giants Postcast. I'm your host, Eric Triple E Engel. You may know me as the former producer for the Murph and Mac Morning Show on KMBR, or maybe from some of these other Locked On podcasts we do. We also do the Locked On Warriors and Locked On 49ers shows as well. But today, the San Francisco Giants demolished the Oakland Athletics as Wilmer Flores smashed 3 home runs and tallied 8 RBI tonight in the 9-1 win. Logan Webb had an absolutely monster game on the mound as well. He surrendered just 1 run on 5 hits over 8 innings of work, 17 induced groundouts for Webby tonight. And with Wilmer, his 8 RBI night, he's now tied for the MLB lead in RBI with Aaron Judge. We'll break it all down, but first, I want to thank all of you for watching us on the Locked On Giants YouTube channel. Please, if you aren't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button right now. Thanks also for listening on the Locked On Giants podcast feed, and make sure to check out the Locked On Giants Daily Show for more in-depth coverage. My guy, Ben Kaspick, always does a great job. And in this one, I mean, Wilmer freaking Flores, what more are you going to say? I mean, We got to change this guy's middle name to Whammy after the outing he had tonight. In that 3rd inning, he hit his first home run of the night, and it was a big one. Grand slam to get the Giants on the board early after a Pat Bailey single, a Fitz walk, a Ramos walk. Wilmer steps into the box and smashes that fastball right down the middle, right over that left field wall. 106.8 miles an hour off the bat. 379 feet, his 8th home run of the year, and that ball was just on a tee right down the middle, 97 down the pipe, and Wilmer did not miss. He actually said post-game that he was a little bit late on a fastball earlier in that at-bat, and that he knew he was going to get another one, so he was hunting that fastball right down the middle, and he got it, that 97-mile-an-hour ball right down the middle from J.P. Sears, and that wasn't the only fastball he got right down the middle of the pipe in this one. So this was a great night from Wilmer Flores. In the bottom of the 6th, Pat Bailey drew a walk. Elliot Ramos slapped a single, and then Wilmer steps up and smashes a 3-run bomb, his 2nd of the night, 9th of the season, another 4-seamer right down the middle, a little bit toward the inner third of the plate, but basically right down the middle again. And he put it in the same spot as that first home run, his 5th, 6th, and 7th RBI of the game for Wilmer. And then in that 8th inning, smashed his 3rd home run of the night, a solo shot this time. So Wilmer finishes a 2-run home run shy of the home run cycle, finishes with 8 RBI, his first 3 home run game of his career, and that last home run that he hit, his 10th of the season so far, and yet another fastball right down the middle of the plate, a little bit toward the inner third of the plate again, and maybe, just maybe, the A's should stop throwing fastballs right down the pipe to Wilmer Flores. I mean, if I'm the A's, maybe try and pitch somewhere else rather than right down the middle to a guy who's this hot this season. 41 RBIs this season so far, tied for the MLB lead with Aaron Judge. Only the 3rd 3-home run and 8 RBI home game in Giants history. That's all of Giants history, not just San Francisco Giants history. So great night from Wilmer Flores. He's also the first Giant to have 40-plus RBIs through 45 games in the season since Barry Bonds in 2001. Just a phenomenal day for Wilmer Flores. And we got to change this guy's middle name to Whammy. I mean, I'm campaigning for Wilmer Whammy Flores all year long. I mean, this guy has, I mean, that's just got to be his middle name at this point. I mean, we got to steal the whammy phrase from Champ in Anchorman. It's one of my all-time favorite sports broadcaster like spoof things. I just love Champ Kind from Anchorman, and his signature catchphrase whammy needs to now just be 100% attributed to Wilmer Whammy Flores. I mean, just a monster of a day for Wilmer. He didn't have all of the Giants' RBIs, though, by the end of this one. He did have the first 8 of them, but the Giants ended up tacking on another run in that 8th inning after a Matt Chapman double and a Willie Adames single drove him in. And by the way, almost everybody on this Giants lineup tonight, anyone who batted at least, got on base. The only guys who didn't were David Villar and Lamont Wade Jr., and so many guys got on base multiple times. I think everybody who got on base actually got on base multiple times in this one. Yeah, they did. Mike Yastrzemski on base twice, Pat Bailey, Tyler Fitzgerald on base twice, Willie Adames on base twice, Matt Chapman on base twice. I mean, everybody on this team, Jung-Hoo Lee and Elliot Ramos, all reached base safely multiple times in this one. And speaking of Elliot Ramos, by the way, this guy's got the 4th highest OPS in all of Major League Baseball since late April, since April 26th, the 4th highest OPS of any player in Major League Baseball since April 26th. So the Giants are starting to finally get rolling a little bit, and 9 runs of run support for Logan Webb, that almost never, ever happens for the Giants. I mean, just a great outing for everybody tonight. I mean, there wasn't a single guy that you could sit there and nitpick at tonight, and I love that. It's a complete team win. Fitz gets on base twice in his first game back from the IL. Just a great outing for everybody on this Giants team. And I mean, phenomenal win for Logan Webb as well. I mean, this guy was absolutely dealing. We'll break down his day a little bit later on in the show. But Wilmer Flores, man, we got to give him today's player of the game.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
And Wilmer Flores gets the player of the game tonight. It's pretty much a no-brainer, or at least it would be. But Logan Webb, he was pretty solid, man. 17 ground outs. He was doing his thing up there, but it's got to be Wilmer Flores. Anytime you have a 3 home run day, an 8 RBI day, which are both career highs for Wilmer Flores, it's got to go to that guy. So a great outing for Wilmer Flores tonight. Doesn't go to my microphone, which has been having all sorts of problems. If you guys are everydayers and you watch on the YouTube channel, you know that we've had a couple shows now where the mic just isn't working. And honestly, the other times, I know exactly what was going wrong. I know exactly what I did the other times that made me start the show muted. Those were all user errors. But tonight, I don't know what the hell happened, man. I truly don't. I just rebooted the system, started it back up, and here we are working. So I truly have no idea what the hell just happened on the first attempt on the Locked On Giants postcast tonight. But shout out to you if you were one of the 30 people who stayed through that entire show. Hilarious, but also very frustrating. So my mic does not get tonight's player of the game. Wilmer Flores does, and the Giants get a big 9-1 win over the Oakland Athletics. I mean, it doesn't matter where the A's are playing baseball, man. They could be playing in Oakland. They could be playing in Sacramento. They could be playing in Las Vegas. They could be playing, I don't care where. Portland, you put them out in Canada and Mexico, put them in Japan. I don't care. They're always the Giants' little brother. Giants always beating up on the A's. That's just the lay of the land. Those are the rules. I don't make them. It's like Luke Skywalker is destined to go beat Darth Vader in a final battle. The A's are destined to lose to the Giants. That's just their lot in life. You're the Oakland A's, you're always number 2. Not the Oakland A's anymore, I guess, but if you're the A's, you're always number 2 to the Giants in this market. It always has been, always will be. Giants get a big win tonight, 9-1 over the A's. And I really do think that this is a solid thing for the Giants to build on, not just because the offense put up 9 runs and they've been sputtering as of late up until the last couple games, but because they put it all together. First of all, you had good pitching and good hitting going at the same exact time, which you didn't really have in that D-back series. When you had solid hitting, you had bad pitching. So the Giants, great job doing both of those things tonight. And also, JP Sears, the starter for the A's, is a left-handed pitcher. This is just the 3rd win all season that the Giants have had over a left-handed starting pitcher. That's got to count for something. If you're the Giants, got to get that little the worm out of your brain that's saying that you can't score all these runs against a lefty. They proved tonight that they can do it. So hopefully this motivates the Giants to go out there and continue to beat up on left-handed pitching. You'll see another lefty in this series in game 3, as Jeffrey Springs, the left-hander for the A's, is going to start on Sunday. You get Luis Severino for the A's tomorrow, Landon Roop going against Severino, and Justin Verlander going against Springs. So hopefully the Giants can pull out, bare minimum, a series win, I think, is expected in this one, but hopefully they can pull out a sweep over the A's. If they could sweep the Battle of the Bay. Oh, it's not the Battle of the Bay anymore. The Battle of the I-80, I guess, the I-80 series, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't have the same ring, doesn't have the same juice, but a win's a win nonetheless. So the Giants, giant win tonight for the Orange and Black, and they're 7 games over 500. They are a very good team, in my opinion. Anybody who, if you told me at the beginning of the season the Giants would be, 5 to 10 games over 500 at home, and they would go 500 on the road, I'm taking that. Like that's like a 90 plus win season. Like I am 100% signing up for that any given day of the week. So the Giants, great job staying on pace here, winning their first game of the series at Oracle Park. And also, by the way, Camilo Doval tonight, this might have been as nasty as I've seen him all season long. 100 miles an hour on the corners, 100-mile-an-hour paint over and over and over. I mean, 3 strikeouts and no balls in play in that last inning of work. He's got a 1.31 ERA on the season. And man, he made Lawrence Butler look absolutely silly up there at the plate, striking him out in 3 pitches. That last swing that he had on that slider, on that back foot slider, I mean, Butler just didn't even know what to do with the bat in his hand. Camilo Doval looks really good right now. I'm so happy that Tranquilo Camilo has rebounded. We now get solid outings from this guy instead of what we saw last year, which was just haywire and chaotic and all over the place. Shout out Camilo Doval for mentally muscling through all of the offseason turmoil, all of the issues he had last year. He got sent down to AAA, and this guy is back here being just his dominant, usual self that we've come to know and love, with the exception of a few months from last season. So great outing from everybody on this Giants team today. But we got to break down Logan Webb's day on the bump. He was really solid out there. I mean, he was just getting ground ball after ground ball. He's just like a Funko machine. Like, I mean, hitting fungos in practice to help the infield, work on some ground balls. That's basically what Logan Webb was generating from the A's lineup all night long. We'll break it down next here on the Locked On Giants postcast. Today's show is sponsored by FanDuel. The NBA playoffs are in full swing, and every night delivers highlight-worthy performances, major momentum shifts, and can't-miss moments. Whether it's a game-winning shot or a breakout player, there's never been a better time to get in on the action. FanDuel makes it easy to stay in the game before tip-off and live. With player props, performance trends, and same-game parlays, fans have more ways than ever to play smart and win big. And let's face it, since the Warriors are eliminated from the NBA playoffs, got to do something to add a little bit more juice to this postseason watching for the NBA, at least for me. I mean, I'm not super interested in any of these teams individually. I'm not a big fan of the Denver Nuggets with how much they've given the Warriors issues this season and years past. Jokic is fun, don't get me wrong, but I'm not pulling for Boston. I'm not pulling for, they were eliminated tonight, so you can't pull for them anymore, but I'm not pulling for the Knicks, I'm not pulling for the Pacers, and I'm not pulling for OKC. But, I mean, if you had to ask, I think I'm going the Thunder, even though that's a very chalk pick. I think the Thunder are going to pull this one out. They're a very complete team, the most complete team of anyone left in the postseason, so that's where my money is going. And if you're new to FanDuel, it's the perfect time to set up. Head to FanDuel.com and place your first $5 bet. If it wins, you get $200 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. And today's show is also brought to you by Gametime. Have you ever decided at the last minute to head to the ballpark with friends and family? Maybe it's game day. You suddenly realize Wilmer Flores is red hot. Maybe he's going to hit 3 bombs again, and you want to be out there in the stands to witness it. It's exactly where Gametime comes in. It's the easiest way to grab last-minute tickets without all that stress. With the money you save on tickets, you can splurge on food. I mean, we all know that crab sandwich is a hefty price tag, but oh my God, it's worth it. Drinks, merch, or even a bigger group can come with you. Gametime makes it all possible. Gametime makes buying tickets fast and simple. Prices on the app actually drop the closer you get to first pitch, and they've got incredible last-minute deals, clear seat views, and a lowest price guarantee that takes the worry out of buying tickets. Gametime is the official ticketing partner of Locked On MLB, making it easy for you to browse the app for any game coming up, but maybe you're trying to get out there tomorrow, utilize those last-minute deals. You got that cool puffer vest giveaway going. Maybe get out there and watch the Giants win another game over their little brother, the Oakland Athletics. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off. Download the Gametime app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. Welcome back to the Locked On Giants postcast. I'm your host, Eric Triple E Engel, and today the Giants, just smashed the A's 9-1. Demolition derby out there for Wilmer Flores. We already gave him all of his flowers in the first half of the show. But man, Logan Webb, I mean, if Webby's ever going to get overshadowed, it's got to be some crazy thing like this that happens, because Webb today was just masterful on the mound. I mean, dominant. I mean, he didn't have like the gaudy strikeout numbers. He only had 4 Ks. But you look at what he did with the groundouts today, man. I'm double checking this to make sure it's right, and it is, unless MLB.com is wrong. 17 groundouts for Logan Webb. 17 groundouts is bonkers. I mean, absolutely bonkers. This guy, I mean, he faced 30 batters. More than half of them ended in a groundout. I mean, Logan Webb was doing so well on that mound. He had 107 pitches today, 70 of them for strikes. He is just a bulldog, a workhorse who does not shy away from going into that strike zone and pitching to contact. Doesn't need to strike you out to be successful, and that is one of my favorite things about watching Logan Webb pitch. He's a blast from the past as far as pitchers go. You don't see many other guys like him in today's day and age. I mean, 15, 20 years ago, Logan Webb was like the typical National League ace, but now he's kind of like a unicorn. There's not too many guys out there that can do what Webby does. Not too many guys out there that can get hit as often as he does, and it results in outs as often as it does. I mean, Logan Webb was absolutely dominant tonight. I mean, he did have an average exit velo over 90 miles an hour, which is kind of the benchmark of a hard hit ball or not. And so you want that to be lower, but it doesn't really matter if you got the left side of the infield that you do with Matt Chapman and Willie Adames. Fitz back at second base, playing a good second base, and the Giants infield looks like they're rolling right now. And I mean, you had a 16% whiff rate, not very high. Didn't matter. Logan Webb was more than happy to get lots and lots and lots of groundouts with that sinker changeup combo, through 49 sinkers, 24 changeups. It was, I mean, just masterful stuff out there from Webby today. And man, what a fun game to watch. A couple more things to get through before we get on out of here. Got to give you tonight's turning point and what you'll be talking about. So first, tonight's turning point from today's game.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
And the turning point came in that third inning when Wilmer Flores stepped up to bat with the bases loaded and I think there were nobody out. There was nobody out at the time. Tie game 0-0, and he smacked that first home run over that left field fence. And his next 2 home runs tonight went basically to the exact same spot. Wilmer Flores was as locked in as he could possibly be. Maybe don't tell the A's this until after the series, but maybe don't throw Wilmer Flores mid to high 90s fastballs right down the middle. I mean, that's right where he likes them, apparently. I mean, shocker, but Wilmer Flores just absolutely locked in tonight. And with that swing of the bat, I mean, the Giants could have rode those 4 runs all the way to victory, but he wasn't done. He hit 1 in the 6th and 1 in the 8th, a 2-run home run away from the home run cycle. He had a solo shot, a 3-run bomb, and the grand slam. So just a phenomenal day at the dish for Wilmer Flores. And before we get on out of here, got to get to what you'll be talking about after today's win.
This is what you'll be talking about.
And we touched on this earlier, but what I think you'll be talking about after this win is that the Giants not just the 9 runs, not just the Wilmer Flores performance, not just the Logan Webb domination, but to me, what really was interesting about this win tonight was it came against a left-handed starting pitcher, because the Giants going into tonight had only 2 wins against lefties the entire year. So for them to come out and put 9 runs up in a game that was started by a left-handed pitcher, that is very, very encouraging for the Giants. This offense had not been doing so well as of late. I mean, they started to get rolling against the D-backs, and then you see them just explode today against the Athletics. It's just a phenomenal thing to see when the Giants are going up a guy like JP Sears, who's been having a very good year, by the way, for the A's. I mean, a lot of the A's pitchers are like not having the best seasons, but JP Sears, not one of those guys, came into today with a 4-2 record and a 2.80 ERA. So he's been really good for the A's. But I mean, the Giants today, just better. Wilmer Flores apparently had his number, and the Giants go home happy. 9-1 win over the A's. And now we have officially gotten through our second run of the Locked On Giants postcast today. If you tune back in after that first show, which for some reason my mic did not work. And I mean, as I said earlier in the show, I know exactly what happened the other time that this has happened on the show when the mic didn't work initially. I had my soundboard muted over here, and I couldn't see it because my mic's kind of in my line of sight when I'm looking down at it. But today, I truly have no idea what happened, man. Just shut it down, rebooted it, and all of a sudden, we're golden. So truly no idea what happened there. I mean, the joys of being your own producer, you know what I mean? So thanks to everybody who tuned in, not once, but twice on today's show, and appreciate all of you joining in on the Locked On Giants postcast, however you're getting the show on YouTube or on the podcast version. If you got the podcast version, you don't know what I'm talking about. So that's why you got to subscribe to the Locked On Giants channel on YouTube and catch every single one of my blunders live on camera too. You get to look at my face made for radio. So thanks so much for everyone tuning in tonight. Appreciate all of you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.